So you had that stuff for a really, really long time, Yankee fans. And when it comes down to it, I understand. I understand you want to say all sorts of stuff that you guys get the players all the time. I understand you guys think that you're big brother, but don't tell me it's your birthright to win a World Series. Be humble, bro. Okay. As a Yankee fan, okay, that's the stuff that bothers me. Why is it your birthright? Why is it handed down from generation to generation? Okay. In this short little span that we call life, that it's your birthright for the New York Yankees to win the World Series. Other things in your life that you could consider a birthright. But Yankees winning a World Series is one of them. This is how much thought you put into this. And you get on the radio talk shows and you write on Facebook and you write on Twitter and you talk about on TikTok and you yell and scream that you Mets will never be the Yankees. I don't want to be the Yankees. Past is the past. 27 world championships. You guys are the pinnacle of what sports is right now. Okay. History wise. Okay. Now, you want to get a little political. Okay. You want to take all the Yankees banners away because you don't like the way they act? It's the same thing as you idiots out there taking monuments down all over the city and all over the country. Monuments for bad people. Again, look at those monuments, learn from those monuments, learn from those statues. It was a messed up time. You need to be reminded of that every so often. Okay. It's not like that right now. Okay. Now, I don't want to go somewhere else because I could actually pause this podcast right now and start talking about a couple of other things, but I'm going to keep it sports related right now. But the Yankees are kind of like the monuments. Okay. You want to take down a statue of, let's just say, pick your person. You want to take a statue of George Washington down because maybe he fraternized, maybe he had slaves, maybe he was a bad person. He was the first president of the United States. Okay. Take his monument down so we could forget about that. No, we've grown from that era. Same with the Yankees. Yankee fans, going forward, it's a lot of years between us. 62. It's not even like a little brother thing. It's like you guys are like our grandfather. Okay. When you think about it, when we were born, you were 62 years old. So, you know what you guys sound like out there? You just sound like the crotchety old man that's been around way too long and think you're owed something. You're not owed anything as a Yankee fan except to sit there and enjoy watching your baseball team play. Because for years and years and years, they've given you 27 championships, numerous pennants, and numerous wins. So to look down on your team when they don't sign a $700 million player, and let's be honest out there, Yankee fans, all of a sudden, Juan Soto signs with the Mets. All of a sudden, we didn't want him anyway. It's dumb. That's dumb. Because if the Yankees did happen to sign him, E-Dubs, you there? Can't hear you. Still can't hear you. E, I'm going to cut this short in a minute. Then I'll call you up on the phone. I'll call you in 5 minutes. Poor E-Dubs. He got to get with the technology, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we can get Big Ben out there to help him out. But I was going, at the Yankee fans a little bit because, again, Grandpa, not little brother, not big brother. Grandpa, you got to realize that things push forward at a certain time. Now, I understand that our whole lives as the Mets, we really haven't done much to make people proud. We signed Mike Piazza in 98. Okay, that was huge for me. Probably the biggest thing as a Met fan I've ever seen besides them winning the World Series. I was 14 years old in 1986 when they won that World Series. Year 2000, year before 9/11. Y2K year. Okay, crazy year. Yankees beat the Mets. Fast forward 2015, playing a Little League baseball team named the Kansas City Royals. Just hit the ball all over the place. What do we do there? Lost the World Series. 2022 rolls around. Get into the playoffs. A wild card. Juan Soto and the San Diego Padres squashed our dreams. 2023. The year the kids are supposed to stop playing. The year it's going to start happening. The year we're going to start putting our play into order, into plan, into action. Terrible season. Terrible, terrible season. 2024, the year that started off with me going on a little break from my New York Mets there for a little while. I gave them about a 2-week break, kind of like, when you're dating somebody in high school and it's just kind of getting a little annoying at the time. And you just say, you know what, need a little bit of a break. We'll get back together. But right now, I just need a little bit of a break. Did that with the Mets in April. So I need to reset. I reset myself as a fan. I reset what I thought was going to happen that season. And I became realistic. What 2024 brought to me as a Mets fan was beyond my expectations. Players that played well for New York Mets in 2024 are players that went beyond my expectations. Playoffs, they make the wild card. I had no idea that this baseball team was going to make the playoffs this year. But you know what they do? In Mets fashion, they take it to the third game. We send Milwaukee home. Big, big home runs by Pete Alonso. Everybody said was washed. Everybody said they don't want Pete on this baseball team. Pete came up big in that wild card playoff. As a Mets fan, I turned to Aiden. I say, Aiden, can you believe this? He goes, oh my God, Dad. They're going to the NLDS. The NLDS? No, they're not. Yes, they are. Game one, you know what happened. I'm not going to explain it. As a Mets fan, like I said to you before, I didn't think this stuff's going to happen. What happens? Francisco Lindor happens. Francisco Lindor, in my eyes, it could be Pete's home run, and it could easily be Francisco Lindor home run. If you ask me as a Mets fan, Francisco Lindor hit the biggest home run I've ever seen alive on this planet by somebody in a New York Mets uniform. Another Met fan could say something else was bigger. Another Met fan could say, oh, forget about that. The 60s, 69, whatever. Me as a Met fan, I've been following this baseball team my entire life, watching Francisco Lindor trot around those bases like he was supposed to do that was one of the greatest moments I've ever witnessed as a Mets fan.